So now is the time for the rapid fire, which is more about understanding the tech priorities you have from the IT side.
I see
Yeah.
how good or bad I'm going to perform.
Okay, so I'm starting with the first question. Do you expect your overall IT budgets to increase, decrease, or remain the same in 2024 as compared to last year?
I have the hope that it will slightly increase, not in a significant way, only to cater that maybe the price increase by the vendors and all. Budget
In
will be
percentage, if you have to say in percentage, it will be 10, 20%,
10 to 15%.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So, does the IT budget of your organization meet the expectations of the IT team? Maybe it's the beyond the expectation, meets the expectation, or barely meets the expectation, or below the expectation.
Currently, it meets the expectations because we have taken many projects. The team is fully occupied. But with this pace, maybe after 1 year or the next year, a couple of years, probably we need to work more on the budget side. Yes.
And how do you see the level of investment from your organization in digital transformation initiatives in 2024? Is it significant, moderate, or limited, kind of pilot projects only, or no current investments?
No, I will say it is very significant. The digital transformation is one which is on the top of the priority. I will say that once upon a time, you have been one of the leader in the industry in adopting the new technologies and solutions. There was a COVID where every organization basically transformed and take a leap ahead in adopting technologies. At that time, we probably have not been able to capitalize it. And there were reasons for that. I'm not dwelling into that. But now there is a very clear mandate that, okay, we not only have to bridge that gap, but also make our internal processes, functions capable enough to embrace the digital journey with lesser hiccups. So slightly difficult to do with a lot of risks. And that's why I've been talking so many things on the people management and change management and all. Yes. It's in the top priority.
Yeah. So what are the top 5 technology areas where you are increasingly or maybe likely to increase investments? Whether it is cyber or the security, or it is AI ML, data analytics, cloud SaaS, cloud non-SaaS, on-premise kind of, or cloud management, application modernization, or it's low-code, no-code kind of platform, or is it workflow automation?
Fortunately, unfortunately, that whatever the areas you said, most of them you are already there. The only thing is that, okay, we started the journey, but we have not taken to the next level. So we are still to unleash the potential of that. Like we are having our data lake. Now we want to take to the level, not only the customer data, but how you can leverage the other information data mesh together. We do not have low code, no code so far, but we are in our office productivity and collaboration platform. We will see that how we can bring that low code, no code adoptions and how we can still leverage that. We still are keeping the options that, okay, probably we might have to go dedicated low code, no code. Cybersecurity is one thing which we are focusing a lot, because when you are doing so much of changes, bringing so much of technologies, expanding some of the technology, for example, RPA, we have adopted 7-8 years back, but the penetration of that is very limited. We have taken a very kind of, I will say, aggressive stance, meeting to all the functions, identifying their processes, and we have put a kind of a plan for the next 1 year to create at least a dozen of this bots and automations for them. Similarly, for cybersecurity and all, there will be we are looking forward further to go to the next level of shop, which is AI/ML driven. We have a plan to do a lot of use cases for generative AI in some of the areas which probably enhance our ability to respond first and enhance our capability to work more. For example, we do a lot of projects in the ABP, solar, electrical, and in that, for every of the tender bids, it comes a voluminous document. Going through one tender document, there will be a team of people looking scope of work, commercials, what is the contract specifics to that, what is the timeline, what is the cost, multiple teams will be working, and then probably they'll be coming back. So if you have to work on the multiple contracts, probably it will be cherry picking just by knowing the nature and maybe the customer and at times projects by nature are risk oriented. So in your portfolio, if you want to pick the projects which are less riskier and highly rewarding, probably you'll be missing something. But usage of technologies like generative AI will empower you to expand that space, and then you can pick probably which is the most profitability and the less riskier project, and to doing that things. Similarly, on this process side, also we have a process side as well as the learning development, marketing and sales side. A lot of use cases are there, and we have planned that, okay, in the next year, we'll try to experiment some other things as a POC. On the digital analytics, there are many areas where the core process still are not digitalized. So we'll be implementing those solutions in terms of supply chain, production planning, scheduling, logistics, warehousing. But at the same time, we'll be also taking a parallel route for those data which is coming in terms of analytics, and how better decision making can be done by using the analytics and that. So there are a set of technologies which are already there. We want to enhance that footprint and make it more effective for the businesses. And there are new areas like low code, no code, like some of the areas in the cybersecurity, areas related to the overall customer experience, be it AI-enabled models where you basically bring a lot of mechanism to know the customer reviews, customer perceptions, or be it on the side of demand sensing, the solutions which makes your supply chain more optimal.
Yeah, sure. So that was about increasing the budgets or, focus. Are there any things, any technologies wherein you're likely to decrease investment?
Yes, there are. I will say that, okay, we have a clear thing that, okay, we will try to avoid do the tech refresh. We'll try to, when we are doing this, we'll cloud first, mobility first, security underpinning things. That is what the logo in within IT. So the tech refresh for our own data center will try to minimize. And if we have the AMCs going on and on, how we can minimize that for that and moving them to the more on the kind of a cloud. But that doesn't mean 100% will go to the cloud. There will be still some of the workload is still on the one device by the sheer nature of that, either because of technology dependency or because of the confidentiality or uniqueness of that.
Yeah. So what are the top 3 challenges you faced when attempting to buy or deploy emerging technologies over the last 12 months?
So I will say that in our IT landscape, there are a lot of legacy solutions and there are a lot of homegrown solutions. So when you try to bring a new solution or new technology, integrating with them and changes in the process and adoption from the business, that's become a bigger challenge internally. And if I talk about the external for sustainability of that, I think having the skill set internally to support the end users, probably that takes a lot of time in order to pick up those. So what ends up is that, okay, you will have the partner resources to support it, which becomes a costlier. So these are the challenges in terms of, I will say, the new technologies. Of course, any new technology will bring cybersecurity, and this part will be already there, which you need to consider. You are moving one, let's say, process which was on-premise. Comparatively, risk was lesser, but you are all of a sudden you move that process to the SaaS model. Everything and everybody is connected on that. How you can make the data security, how you can make this, that information is the protected, data leak prevention and all. Confidentiality. Those becomes a little bigger challenge. Of course, user journey for adoption, for learning is already there.
Yeah. So what are the top 3 critical factors that drive your digital technology investments?
So I will go back to my first statement where I say that, okay, for the digital technology, I always take it from the 2 aspects. Number 1, whether it is a external or internal. Internal, definitely there should be, is it a pain area which has been prioritized by the organization, and that we come to know because we have a leadership team meeting, we have a divisions meetings, we have a division business plans. We also have the visibility of that, okay, the focus is there to optimize the cost or automate it. There is a lot of areas where let's say CFO or the business head of that particular division, they will say upfront. We also have a very strong BGIT, which are basically IT heads of those business divisions, but they have a very strong understanding of the business process challenges of that division. Based on that, we basically assimilate that, and we when we implement any technology, which we are targeting that from the next year, or whatever the new technology we are doing it, we should also try to measure the benefit coming out of that. This piece is completely missing currently. This is what is needed for organization, which is where there will be a lot of challenges in terms of change management. Unless you go and bring that data, share that data, prove that, which will create a lot more excitement to go ahead on it after technology. So it'll be basically measuring the progress, and whenever you start with a very minimal area, establish that, and then expand. That is the approach we'll be following.
So it's more like excellence in customer experience or enhancing organizational agility and decision.
So I sorry, I forgot to talk on that. Internal part is more on the operational excellence, efficiency and all, and external part. And most of the DX part will start from external because internal part, you can still take time to fix it. At times, if that becomes a bottleneck, you need to work as a priority, but internal, you can still have a time. But external piece, if you miss, because there is a competition already in the market, and you need, being the market leader, you have to maintain that position. I think sustaining the number one in the market is a bigger challenge. And in order to do that, you have to be a fast adopter of some of the new initiatives and technology.
Be very innovative. Yeah. So what are the top 3 information sources that influence your technology awareness and buying decisions? Whether these are some tech conferences or seminars, or it is word of mouth, peer-to-peer interactions, or what is it?
So to be very honest, I'm not a very vivid reader or learner, but I do get a lot of knowledge input from the people like you. When I'm meeting the technology partners, when I'm meeting the OEMs, of course, those technology events also helps where not only sales pitch, but more you talk about what the new products they are bringing, how they are basically addressing some of the existing challenges. But all those things, what is coming in the future, you have to take with a pinch of salt, how relevant it is, because what is being talked, there are a lot of exceptions, or there could be a lot of assumptions to that. You need to be aware of that before. It is not that, okay, I found something attractive and I will jump into that. You need to have your own due diligence. Yes, I do read some of the technology related from your on the LinkedIn or your channel also, but more or less it is a more kind of taking the different views, different decisions, and mostly it is from the OEMs and the events. That helps more because you get the things in a very concise way and you find area of interest. And after that area of interest, you call that OEM people and take in the detail and see how the applicability is was. If you find still that is relevant, try to do a small POC with a very defined objective and defined timeline. If you find that, okay, yes, that is meeting, bring it to the business. Just understand business that if you try to do this, what are the other things you want to do? That is what the approach we plan.
Yeah, sure. So as a IT leader, what is your ambition to grow inside your organization? Whether it is want to grow within the current scope of your role, or it is growing by extending the scope with additional leadership responsibilities, or it is about switching roles to the business role?
Well, I think if I put this ambition, it's not only me. I think I need to expect that, okay, how my leadership is expecting to play the role. I think currently I have a very important role to play here to do the digital transformation. And I still feel that I have enough space to expand and grow in that. It is not from the role aspect, but making organization to adopt to that. If that brings a kind of visibility in the future, the business possibilities cannot be discounted, but I have no ambition to going on that. I currently want to fix the area what is happening interested and bring that change, bring that basically that automations, the transformations, where you really, one of the aspirations what you have that, okay, data-driven operations. Are we going to be 100% end-to-end data-driven operations? Is our decisions are more based on the data and facts, and that too from the same source, rather than my own heuristics and whims and fancies? That is what the things if we achieve, I think, I feel that, okay, I have contributed more in any other role than this, because being in this role, and as I said that, okay, being even in this digital and IT role, it's also a business strategy role. It is the person who is owning this role, he has to prove it. If I keep silo only in technology, I am restricting myself. The business is not saying that you keep only technology. Business wants to listen more from you, but in the business language, in the business metrics. So we need to transform to that, and that is what I am trying to do. So I feel that, okay, even in this role also, I'm playing a very strategic business role, provided if we achieve those metrics.
Yeah, absolutely. So that was a very well played round, and you get 10 out of 10 in
Thank you.
that.
I never expected to score that. So kind of you.
Okay. And I'm sure our audience is going to like it.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.